something's off about version 2.5, and most players haven't noticed it yet. We're getting one of the most powerful DPS characters ever released, but the version itself? It's short. Phase 2 is almost a full week shorter than usual, meaning fewer dailies, less resin, and way less time to prep for the second banner. If you're free to play, this matters a lot, and there's even an event that gets disabled in the final week. And to top it off, most people are completely misunderstanding Phrolova's role in the meta. Let's break all of it down: banner value, event timing, and Phrolova's real design intent. Here's the full banner lineup. Phase 1, Phrolova plus Rochia. Phase 2, Brant plus Cantarella.
As a low spender, is Phrolova really worth it if you already have a full Camellia team built? Is she really that much of an upgrade? Enough to skip pulling Brant, the only fusion healer and shielder in the entire game, especially if you already have Lupa? And don't forget, starting from version 2.7, reruns officially begin, which means this might be your only clean shot to fill duos like Zani and Phoebe or Carthia and Siakana. So who should you really go for in 2.5? Let's find out.
Before we move forward, if you're planning to pull on these banners or just grab a Lunite pass,
Loot Bar has some really solid deals. They just dropped a 21% discount, and it's even cheaper than buying in-game. You can self-top up. It's super fast and easy. Loot Bar is completely safe, with excellent Trustpilot reviews, and it's one of the best options right now for Wuwa top-ups. Just click the top link in the description to check it out. New users also get an extra 10% off when signing up. And yep, our weekly giveaway is live! Just comment your UID and server to enter. Full details are in the description.
Now, here's the catch. If you zoom into the official calendar, you'll see that the second half of version 2.5 ends a full week earlier than normal. That's 7 days less to grind dailies, claim weeklies, or pre-farm for Brant and Cantarella. And if you were planning to build them during Phase 2, good luck. Also, Fantasies of the Thousand Gateways goes into maintenance starting August 25th. You won't be able to run it that final week. Kuro says the rewards will be sent by mail, but that's not the problem. The bigger worry is whether they'll remove pre-farming for echo sets. If you're prepping for 2.6 sets or trying to min-max a new build, that could mess things up big time. We'll get the full answer when the patch notes drop, but play safe and pre-farm early. Now, let's talk about Phrolova. Most players think she's just another stylish Havoc DPS with summon damage and pretty animations. They're wrong. She's not here to break the meta, she's here to bend it. Phrolova represents a shift in Crow's design philosophy. She doesn't follow the usual loop of build energy, cast ultimate. Instead, she becomes the conductor of a performance, and you are literally calling the cues. Her Maestro state is what changes everything. No energy cost, no burst window, just rhythm. Tap normal attack, Hecate strikes. Dodge, Hecate dodges and counterattacks. Jump, you reset her position.
But what makes Phrolova really terrifying is her flexibility. She can be a hypercarry main DPS, but also a full off-field sub-DPS and buffer. Every time an ally uses an Echo skill, Hecate triggers a bonus attack up to 10 times. This gives her constant off-field presence while she's not even active. Her outro gives plus 23% Havoc DMG and plus 23% heavy attack damage, buffs that future-proof her as a long-term support. Even when her personal numbers fall behind, her utility won't. Her synergy with Cantarella is borderline broken. Cantarella's Hazy Dream debuff massively increases damage, but it's consumed by most attacks. Hecate doesn't consume it, which means you get the full benefit of the debuff while Hecate relentlessly strikes enemies in sync with Phrolova's tempo. There is no other unit in the game with this kind of synergy window.
She can also be paired with resonators like Jinshi, where she plays the role of a buffer and off-field DPS alongside Cantarella. And honestly, if you ask me, her best role right now is as an off-field sub-DPS, supporting an on-field carry like Jinshi or Camellia. But here's the big question. Should you pull her if you've already settled into a strong Havoc team? For most players, especially free-to-play, I'd say no, because version 2.6 is shaping up to be the most stacked patch so far. We've got Augusta, a potential electro hypercarry, GN returning, one of the strongest on-field DPS units, and Unuo, who's rumored to be the best universal support since Shorekeeper. That's not all. From here on out, we're also seeing a slight drop in overall rewards, if you've noticed the Virgin pacing. The business cycle is shifting, and characters like Unuo and even Galbrena, who's rumored to be a fusion quick-swap unit, could completely change your pull priorities. So yeah, Phrolova might be a skip.
Now, she's not flawless. She has a high skill ceiling, timing cues and rotation matter. She relies on synergy. Cantarella or another echo-centric team makes her feel complete. And she's a pressure over time unit, not a burst nuke. She ramps up, not explodes. But all that aside, Phrolova isn't just strong. She's redefining what DPS means in Wuthering Waves. So if you're wondering who to pull in 2.5, check out this list. But make no mistake, Kuro didn't just drop a new DPS. They gave us a preview of how the future of Wuthering Waves might play. Let me know in the comments if you're pulling Phrolova with her weapon.
Let me know in the comments what you're planning. And don't forget, rerun cycles start properly from version 2.7 onward. If you're a free-to-play player missing top-tier essentials like Cardathea or core supports like Brant, or you're still lacking synergy duos like Zany and Phoebe, then upgrading your Havoc teams right now shouldn't be your top priority.